How out there in YouTube? It's your boy Josh out.
It's your boy Trey.
And this is another episode of Sports Talk 10 Josh. And on this episode, we're going to review Loki Season 2, Episode 4. And before we get started, we may discuss some spoilers. So I'm giving you a small spoiler alert. Potential spoilers, we're not going to do a play-by-play, but we'll discuss it. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. Also, before you go, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Also, leave a comment whether you agree or disagree with us. All right. All right, Tay. First impressions. Did you like Episode 4?
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a filler episode, but it ended up being more jam packed than I thought. It probably became the best episode of the season so far to
Best
me.
episode? Best episode. It's probably I say episode one was on par. Episode four probably is the best episode so far.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they kind of like keeping the character development still
Mhm.
good. Like whoever doing Loki know what they're doing, and they're keeping it in at par of the phase that we in with the multiverse saga. So if if Kevin Foggy and them is smart, I probably would have that team be overlooking the multiverse saga like movies and shows because they know what they're doing as far as like
Mhm.
keeping the pace, how the pace going to be, keeping it dark but also keeping it um relevant as far as the same thing. Because sometimes you do dark shows like that, it tends to dim down with the story, but the story is actually matching up with the darkness and is making a great representation of this saga that we're supposed to be going into. Um, yeah, it's just like it was just. I mean, for me, like I said, I think it was the best episode just for the fact that I thought it was going to be one of those fillers, and it ended up being more to the story. More, like, it answered a lot more questions that we had for season one going into season two. It answered a lot in that
Mhm.
episode. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was a lot. Like I said, it was a lot of answers. A lot of questions were answered on episode four.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, episode four was great. My first impression was great, and I think we was right on a few predictions
mm-hmm.
when we say pretty much.
Victor
So
Tomlin
what
and Renslayer.
I did Ramsday were okay. Ramsday and them both ran pretty much ran. So what happened was what I saw. This might be a spoiler. This is a spoiler. I'm sorry, guys. At the
Yeah,
beginning, when they pretty much showed, the flashback.
yeah. So that part of it is the
Hmm.
physical part of the recording. Loki heard it episode one.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
physical,
physical copy. So what
yeah,
I found out was pretty much He Who Remains won the multiverse war,
yeah.
and most of the TVA people that you know were pretty much in the army or soldiers in it.
They was part of the war, and one of his top people was Renslayer. Was Renslayer.
Yeah.
She ended up being the head of the TVA because she was I guess you could say the number one soldier
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
person,
Also, you got to remember Miss Minute.
second in
He
command. Yeah,
Yeah, he told Miss Minute to wipe everybody memory, and
he
pretty
is a
much
sick.
yeah.
I was waiting for you to say that because I was like, he is a sick dude for that. He wiped he made it look like the war didn't even happen. Like he
Yeah,
just had wiped everybody clean.
yeah, he wiped everybody memory. If you go back and watch the scene, if you watch the episode, you know the scene I'm talking about. I'm trying not
Yeah,
to give a play by play. Yeah, so that was a key
yeah,
component that caught me off guard. I think we was right. We was leaning towards that. If you watch our previous episode, we sort of predicted. We sort of had an idea of what was going on,
yeah.
but
That TVA was part of the actual war. That was part with he who remains. He was part of that
mm,
team. Um. Oh, another key part. Oddly enough.
mhm.
Um. Speaking of Miss Minutes, her spaz out at the pretty much almost at the end. And I would shout out New Rockstar and Mr. Ross at New Rockstar at this point, and I actually agree with him on this. Do you think by her saying you'll never be him, Edge Victor Timely to jump out there to get spaghetti.
Yeah, he turned into spaghetti. I want to say no. I want to say no.
Only reason why only reason I think that that would have been it is the fact that right after he was thinking the whole time like, oh, this is my project. I can fix this project that I've been working, that's pretty much mine. And yeah, it didn't work out like that. The man was like, "This is fantastic." At the
Your
multiverse
man
of
turned it.
madness,
It's turned spaghetti all day, bro. Your man turned it
bro. You could see the bones in
to.
his skull just turning as he stepped out. It was crazy.
But do you think that
Um,
was planned? Do you think that was chestnut checkers that him down?
definitely that was planned. Definitely, definitely. And then the fact,
Oh yeah.
and and another key point, Sylvie taking over Brad's body to prone Renslayer. Where the hell did she go?
She went back to the
She went back to the
warrior.
realm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went back. That's what happens when you get it. So she pretty much back where she left off at, pretty much.
So she back where he who remains, pretty much. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
where he was in the rings.
Now we see that Sylvie still has a vendetta against TVA, right? But the thing is now her consequences of all of it is messing up everybody at the TVA. Like you see, OB said because she did that, it messed up his life because now everything is out of whack. Now that everything's out of whack,
Hmm.
do you see it being more unstable, which it looked like it's being unstable. It look like it's going to be branches all over the place right now. Do you
My
think by do you think
go ahead.
do you think by her doing that, which he said this will be, a releasing of a lot of things. Do you think it's going to be more chaos than she even imagined when she killed He-Who?
Uh if you had to go back into it, a lot of people were pissed off for it because she did sort of mess everything up. So
Mm-hmm.
I think after He Who Remained pretty much died, it pretty much rebooted the timeline.
Exactly.
I want to give my predictions.
Exactly.
I sort of got an idea after watching the first episodes. I think I
Mm-hmm.
know what's going to happen. Did you want? We can get to the predictions. We can get to the
Yeah, I'm
predictions.
about to say it wasn't. I mean, it was straight to the point, but it was also like two key points.
Mhm,
But it was like three key points. We already talked about the three keys. That was Sylvie, uh, Victor Timely, turning into
mhm,
spaghetti. Renslayer actually she was second in command from the looks of it. She was second in command. Let's be honest. She was
mhm,
second in command. She became the head person after that.
mhm.
Um. Oh, and the fact that Sylvie keep going that Morbius too. That's crazy. She's crazy for that one. I'm sorry. She had
Yeah,
a point. She had a point. At the same time,
my man wanted
man.
some key lime pie, Tay. He wanted some key. Let my man live, man. The world coming to an end.
Oh,
Let him enjoy his key lime pie. I must say.
before we get to the prediction, let's not forget. Let's not forget the Renslayer and Miss Minute squishing everybody in the damn key.
Oh, yeah, they was savage for that. They was savage. They showed no mercy.
And guess who the one that stayed? Of course, backstabbing Brad. Of course,
Of course, of course.
Bruh, I don't think Marvel could have showed that joint. They got squished. Like if
Yeah.
anybody know, yo, and it's funny because I was like, do you think? I mean, this is a far, far, far stretch. Do you think the hot chocolate and the key lime pie is coming for the people that they pretty much squished in those blocks?
Uh,
Do you think that could be the remains of those people that they're making it? We don't see no chefs or nothing, so where's the food coming from?
it looks like it's coming from machines. I don't know. That's a good. That's a good. I don't know. Tay, it's not enough information given
Cause,
on that one. I actually agree
cause
with you.
it's, cause
Can't
it's
really argue.
weird. Yeah, cause it's weird. Nobody used that hot chocolate machine when Soon as they got squished, what start working? The goddamn hot chocolate machine.
I tell you, getting conspiracy theory on me. Okay, you might be right. That's an interesting theory.
Yeah. But it was, yeah, it was sick. That was sick though. That's probably the that ain't the darkest that they did in the season, but this damn near close. The General Knox rank was pretty terrible. She eliminated 2.7 trillion people. I think she deserved to get squished. I'm just saying. But you
I'm just saying, a lot of lies she run. I'm not gonna say she deserved it, but I understand. You get what I'm
know,
saying?
yeah,
Vic?
exactly. So yeah.
But any
Yeah.
predictions?
Um, based off the ending, uh, I think we're about to hit into a master reset.
I agree with you.
I think that's what's going to happen. But I also think because of what happened, because it's going to be a master reset, that's who's going to be free. Kane.
Oh, the King.
Kane
My
is going to
gut
be
is.
free because of
I
it.
actually agree with you. I think they're gonna do like a Big Bang effect, and it's gonna
Hmm.
open new timelines, and that's how we're gonna
Yep.
get like X-Men, the Fantastic, everybody come about, and Kane,
Yeah.
and that's gonna lead to Kane Dynasty. I think
Yep.
that's how it's gonna end. I could be wrong.
I think we're
Could
going
be
to see
wrong.
that. Yeah, I think we're going to see all the Kanes that we've seen from Quantum Mania. They're going to be possibly be part of this season, or they're going to be somewhat mentioned in this season because of the fact that that was chaos. It's a master like it's going to be a reset. That's
Hmm.
the only way they can fix it. Either Loki could go back before Sylvie killed He Who Remains. It's going to be a master reset, and then all the Kane variants is going to be if not if not more dangerous, they're going to be the dangerous right now. Especially if you let that one, the one from Quantum Kane the Conqueror, you let him out
Hmm.
because of this effect, it's going to get crazy. Ain't nobody stopping him if he gets out.
Yeah.
Because now that branch is out. That branch timeline is out now. He's free.
Yeah, that's
Especially if he,
why that's my gut is telling me that
yeah,
Big Bang's gonna
especially,
happen, open new timeline, all the kings are gonna get released, and
and it's going to be the
pretty much
war
that's how
all
we're
over
gonna get
again.
the different characters like X-Men, Fantastic
Yep,
Four. It's gonna open new timelines.
yeah,
The new
and
then pretty much lead what to the multiverse war, pretty much.
yeah, yeah, the
In layman's
multiverse
terms, I
war.
just damn, I hope I didn't spoil it, but that's the idea I'm thinking. I think they going the route they're going. I could be wrong.
But there's also you got to think about this too, though.
Mm,
If like I said, if it's a master reset, like you think it's going to be, would this also be a possibility of Renslayer actually teaming up with Kane the Conqueror, and when they fulfill that prophecy, not even a prophecy, will they be the ones taking over the TVA and make TVA go against the Avengers?
yeah, that might be the best. Yeah, yeah. I can. Your theory
Because mind you,
your theory is not really that bad. That's not a
yeah,
bad theory.
because mind you, if she's the love interest of King the Conqueror, right, and he somehow becomes freed out of this because of this drastic reset, and he
Mhm,
becomes free, guess what realm he's going to be in when he's freed? He's going to be where He Who Remains at.
mhm.
He
Yeah,
got he literally got the orb in his like in that realm. He got it in that dimension. So if he's free and he's there, the first person he's probably going to run into, or the first two people he's probably going to see, is going to be Renslayer and Miss Minute, which they will probably tell him the secrets of He Who Remains, and then guess who becomes the new head of the TVA or the new startup for a new TVA, while the Morbius and B-15 and that crew becomes
mhm.
part of the hero side of it. Maybe Loki might be in another Avengers movie. We don't know. They saying he's not, but the way that it's looking, he might appear in it in another time, like I said, another timeline part of it. Though. Not like the Loki that died, but he will be the Loki that we see from in the show.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Anything you want to
I think I add my big I sort of gave it away. It makes sense now. Makes sense just to never reset with new
add?
timelines. That makes sense. So then they can open up the X-Men,
Yeah.
lead to the Deadpool and all that. That's what I think the route they're going. I could be wrong. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think
because
of anything like how they did season one. They left up with the finale, like we didn't see it coming. That's
the only thing I could think about, I thought it was going to be that Victor Tomlin was going to turn into King of Conquerors,
that would have been
because
a
they,
great
yeah,
been great.
that was going to be my first theory. I thought Victor Tomlin was going to be Kane the whole time.
Hmm.
It's still a possibility because, like I said, it's going to be a reset. So Victor Tomlin can still actually be King of Conquerors, but
Hmm.
um, that's why I mean, for me, the only thing I can think about from season one that, like you said, yeah, Fantastic Four and X Men will probably will be announced, or some type of showman of them are going to be in the show.
Hmm.
Probably like Hugh Jackman or Deadpool probably gonna show up at the end because they time jump and everything.
Yeah, that makes
Something like
sense.
that.
That makes
Like
sense.
something like
I
that.
said they gotta
So
do something like that. Hopefully they do something like that. But overall rating, what we get episode four, 0 to 10.
give it an 8.5. It's
I give it
actually a
like an
great
8.5
episode.
the way it ended. This is
Yeah,
actually this might be the best episode so far out of the
yeah,
four. I like
yeah.
episode one, but episode four might be the best.
For real, episode. If I had to go, it's episode one, episode three, now episode four. But I'll probably put episode four over episode three because of the ending. Ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So
Uh, All right. I think we're going to end it here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Oh, leave a comment too as well. Follow our Facebook group too as well. Peace
yep.
and degrees.